皆さん、こんにちは。What's up? Today I'm going to review with you for lesson 13 and 14 so that you can prepare for the unit test and you can watch this over and over again if you will. All right. How do you go? This was the beginning of the lesson 13. Like, remember we learned this? どうやって word. That's a good word to know. どうやって Not just to go. どうやって食べますかどうやって I don't know, テニスをしますか Like anything that you can put the verb at the end. All right. Now, from one location to the second location, you would use from to like this. A から B まで。You can always replace A and B with うちから学校まで like home to school. So からまで always comes after a name of a location. Let's say you're going by the means of certain transportation. Transportation goes into this blank section. So if you go by bus, バスで行きます。If you go 車, that by car, you would say, うちから学校まで車で行きます。If you are fortunate enough to live so close to your school, you can go 歩いて行きます。歩いて replaces including the で。So don't put 歩いてで行きます。Got it? Write that down. I get in or get on the transportation at certain location. Remember this? Place, like 駅で電車に乗ります。That will be a natural process. You get in the train at the train station. You get off at a certain location. Same thing. 駅で電車を降ります。And if you remember, if you already know what you're taking, 電車、地下鉄、バス、タクシー, you can kind of skip the ni and o part. So, 駅で乗ります。駅で降ります。Just to see where the location is. The focus on this kind of, oh, this is not a oh, location. All right. Now, can you name how to say at the train station? I get on the subway. This is 駅で at the location. 地下鉄. Don't forget the 地下鉄, the word. に乗ります。And this is another 駅. Yeah. 駅で電車にを降ります。This one is get off. All right. So, if you know that you're taking a 地下鉄, you can say, oh, 駅で乗ります。And if you know you're taking 電車, you can also skip that part and say, oh, 駅で降ります。Of course, 駅 is the only place you can get in and get off the train or subway. Let's try a simulation sentence. I'm going to ask you to pause this video and describe from home to the bus stop. Do you know that word, bus stop? Write it down. I go by walking. From the bus stop to a train station, you go by the bus. Obviously, you take the bus. From station A to station B, you take the train. From the station B to the 会社, yeah, a workplace, you go by walking again. So make sure you can pause and you can say those sentences. If not, rewind the video and look, find the sentence. うちから会社までどうやって行きますか? So you have to kind of break it into segment from home to bus stop to train station A to train station B, train station B to 会社. Now, I'm just showing you all of these what do you call items or places or transportation. Can you write 日本語 hiragana spelling? I'm going to pause the video. I mean, you should pause the video and write it. I will be asking you questions like this and you will be spelling. Okay, now in this unit, we learn 10時から This was a previous one from 10 o'clock, right? うちから from home. So this was just from certain time or from certain location. Now, we learn a new から usage, which is because. So make sure you look at the 122 page of 理解 like this. ここからグリーンパークまでどうやって行きますか? How do I get to the green park? Oh, that's taking the densha is good because it's 早いです because it's fast. So let's practice again. Okay, you are going to pause this video and write the sentence. How do I go to the airport? Oh, going to the airport, taking train is good because it's convenient. So asking, answering. Pause the video and write. Here is the answer. 空港までどうやって行きますか？空港は電車がいいですよ。便利ですから。Convenient. Can you spell that? Now you're going to 公園 park. How do I go to the park? Oh, going to the park? Bus is good because it's cheap. 公園までどうやって行きますか？公園は電車がいいです。安いですから。Are you okay to be able to ask and write these answer questions using kara? Okay, so I went super fast. Now, moving on to adjective. I already showed you the group of adjective. There are only 2 adjectives in Japanese language. Okay, now I'm going to show you this. Do you know all of these adjectives by heart? Pause the video. I will be inserting questions. What does this mean? What does that mean? Can you read the kanji? 新しい、古い、大きい. Yeah. Okay, now let's combine adjective plus noun like expensive watch. How do you do that? You just simply add 高い expensive 時計 watch. But for na adjective with the noun, something like beautiful girl, you would need na popping out like this. 綺麗な女の子. Do you remember that? Okay. So, how to combine adjective words and noun words? There are 3 processes you need to take. Please, please, please understand the process. Don't get mixed up the order. So, you need to find whatever the adjective that you're using that belongs to adjective or na adjective. That's why you need to know each adjective words. Is it adjective or na adjective? Then combine with noun. If it's adjective, you just simply put them together. And if it's an adjective, you would have to pop the na, insert na after the adjective words, then combine with the noun words. Like, how do we say old house? Think about the old word. Is that an adjective or an adjective? 古い家. That's an adjective. Okay, let's do small and train station. So, 小さい駅. That's an adjective, so there's nothing here. コンビニ. New convenience store. 新しいコンビニ. That's just an adjective again. I would say 90% of the adjective Japanese words are adjectives, so it's kind of hard to. Okay, famous department store. That is 夢. And that's an adjective, so 有名なデパート. And beautiful temple, 綺麗なお寺. Okay, you got that concept, okay? Okay, let's try to say old logo versus new logo. Remember this? Apple Computers, old logo and new logo. 古いロゴ, 新しいロゴ. So these are both adjectives, so you don't put anything. Now, moving on to the next thing. Certain location に certain building or item があります. Like Waikiki に Waikiki, there's zoo. 動物園があります. Location にランドマークはありません. If there are certain things doesn't exist. カネオヘに動物園はありませんよね. Yeah. Okay, so know that simple. This is a review. Okay, as you know, BTS. Okay, let's say you found BTS standing somewhere, random place. You would probably like, who is that? I mean, you already know. Okay, let's try to describe where they're located. And then どこですか ?BTS はどこですか ?Let's say there's nothing else around except コンビニ。コンビニ is everywhere in Japan. So maybe we can use コンビニ as a reference point. Let's say they are standing in front of the convenience store. Then you can say コンビニの前、中、近く、隣、後ろ、右、左へ、上、下。You need to know all of these position words. So, if you want to say BTS is located in front of 前、yeah, コンビニ, then you can say コンビニの前にいます。Like this. BTS はコンビニの前にいます。横にいます。隣にいます。近くにいます。And why are we using います? Because they're animated. They're alive. Let's say you find BTS standing right next to Obama, President Obama. In this case, you cannot use 中 because they cannot go inside Mr. Obama. So, yeah. So kind of be aware of that kind of difference. スターバックス、スタバは somewhere の someplace にあります。Like this. 犬は箱の中にいます。You can have another sentence 箱の中に in the box 犬 exists. So there are two things you can say when there are when you find trying to describe where certain things are located. Like 空港, this is airport. Like, as you know, Starbucks is like every single Starbucks. I mean, at the airport, there are Starbucks, right? 空港の中にスタバがあります。スタバは空港の中にあります。So what's the difference? It's just you want to focus on where's the Starbucks. Then you would use the second one. But then this is more, the top sentence is more like, well, everywhere you go in the airport, you will see Starbucks. That will be the top sentence. Okay, so I am going to just go over like a practice to describe words. School. Can you write it? Can you write with the baby too? Shop or store. 店. Park. 公園. Art museum. 美術館. Buddhist temple. お寺. And this is A さんのうち is right here. B さんのうち right here. C さんのうち right here. And バス停. Do you know what バス停 is? Remember? Bus stop right here. 緑町 station. That is. So this is a fake train station name. 緑町. That's a Midori town. But that is a name of a town, but the station's name is named after the town. So 緑町駅. That's what you would want to say. So how about 緑町に広い公園があります. So this entire area is 緑町. So in the 緑町, there's a spacious park. Yeah. Inside the park, there's a museum. How do you say that? Okay. There's a bus stop in front of school. There is, yeah? How do you say that? Pause the video and write it. バス停があります, yeah? Okay, same thing. There are various stores. This is a little difficult one. Try your best. Pause your video and write it. 緑町の近く。緑町駅の近くですね。Nearby. I'm sorry. This has to be 駅。いろいろなお店があります。C's house is near the art museum. Yeah, right here. C さんの家は美術館の近くにあります。And C's house is behind the temple, yeah, right behind. C さんの家はお寺の後ろにあります。So all of this location, I want you to practice. B's house is next to the park. Let's do this. Pause the video. Yep. There is a restaurant near B's house. How do you say that? Very good. B's house is close from school. Yeah. 言えば学校の近くにあります。So, unit test, you would have to write sentences like this. Not all of them, but quite a bit. So I am gonna just let you pause the video and read all of these can do this thing. Can you? And that is your thing to go over. Okay, so E adjective, can you understand all of these adjectives and know which adjective they belong to? B, red flags, the one that ends with E, this kirai, yume, kire, they're very tricky. So the ones that don't end with E, raku, taihen, suki, they're definitely an adjective. But the one that ending with the E, those three, kirai, kirei, yume, they're the red flag adjectives. So make sure you know that. Okay, so also you need to know how to negate. E adjective, you're going to have to get rid of the E ending, then add kunai desu, like oki kunai desu. For na adjective, you just add janai desu, raku janai desu, taihen janai desu, suki janai desu. Remember that? Write that down. Okay, can you describe the location of these people? Like Kimu-san wa, I think this was eki, eki no naka ni imasu, right? Shin-san wa eki no mae ni imasu. So just like the BTS sentences, can you describe where Kara-san is? In front of the coffee shop, inside the department store, in front of the bank, and also sobaya wa inside the eki. Coffee shop is coffee shop here is next to restaurant. Department store is in front of next to bank. Can you describe those things? Yeah. So that is what you need to go over to succeed. Sayonara.